Okay, so I'm Joshua Childress, and this is my game design vlog. That's stupid, I know. Anyway, in this vlog, this will probably be the longest episode that I will do. Well, longest episode that's going to be talking at least. And what I'm going to be doing for this one is just kind of going over what I've done so far before I even started doing the whole vlog thing. As you can see, I have done a good bit. Let's ignore that one. That one's not finished yet. So, I say we start with this first layer right here, the overworld map, as you can read right here. For this map, I've just simply gone through here and found the prospective ones, and then kind of just colored the map in. The forest area over here is going to have some cool forest stuff going on. I'm not sure where we're filling castle in, but I will do that. Don't question this yet. I have a thing going on over here. And then we have the mountain region castle. Those things are going on. Into the mountain region through that event path, we have the mountain path. Don't question what's going on over here. I don't fully know what I'm doing here myself. I just know cool stuff's going to be happening involving cult stuff's going to start over here. Going deeper down, we have this place I have never finished and don't think I'm ever going to at this rate. Because it's massive and going to take a while and a lot of painting. Moving past that, at least, we then have this one. Here's where I started getting creative with it. I'll probably change this if you don't like it, don't worry. It's going to get changed later, most certainly. But until then, we have the first layer of the Malagar family manor. As you can see, it's a very fancy place. Haven't added all the models into it yet, but it looks nice. We have the second layer, which is going to be where you learn how to do combat in the game. Fun, I know. It's a pretty neat system involving plugins. I'll explain this later. This is the third floor, part 1. Once again, clearly not finished. I'm probably going to add some flavor stuff in here and maybe a few more rooms, just to add more to this floor. And then we have where you start the game. It is not finished. I've mostly just been throwing stuff and testing around this room. Now, beyond to the plugins I mentioned, we have this wonderful thing right here. The Community Basic, made with MV. Then we have the YEP plugins. The YEP plugins are from the YAMFly engine. I will link to them down in the description. They are great and have a lot of cool plugins. It is probably the minimum I'm going to have, as they are all awesome and really neat and kind of useful. I have the Battle Engine core, which, if you know what you're looking at here, basically modifies how combat system works. I'll show you that later. We have the skill core, which modifies how skills work and gives me more ways to mess with them and destroy everyone's lives with them. We have the party limit gauge, which if anyone's played Final Fantasy here, raise your hand or call it in the chat or something, you will see it is basically limit breaks. Once again, those are a thing. I have not fully implemented them yet for all the characters, but they're there. We have the item core, which is just modifies how items work. It's pretty boring. And augment core, also pretty boring. Then we have the game itself actually working. I will show you that whole mess now. It's nothing too amazing. I have pretty basic sounds implemented. The combat system's still in progress, but you know. You win some, you lose some. Anyway, just a quick rundown of how the game works. You'd move around with the mouse controls. There's some stuff here that you can pick up. Escape will activate this when I finally get done with it. You can click around with these buttons. It's all pretty neat. It's going to run along to the battle. So now I'll show you how that works, because it's pretty interesting. You can move with mouse clicks or arrows when it's done. It's all a pretty stupid but neat system. How combat works is also pretty neat if you ask me. You can click through attacking. They characters will have dialogue in combat usually, unless they're random attacks, all that jazz. Anyway, on to what I have planned for the game in the future. I sort of have... Well, obviously we're going to get finished with this part first, but if you read as Pre-Rebellion, there are going to be three sections to this. You're going to have Underdark Night, Underdark Pre-Rebellion, and then Underdark Post-Rebellion. all of these are going to look similar, but have different events programmed into them and take different places. Such as this place is only going to lead to Z, is only going to lead to Underdark Post-Rebellion. However, Underdark Pre-Rebellion is going to lead up to it. Then we have Underdark Night, which will basically just be this area during night for basically just one short little thing. It's probably going to be smaller and more of a set pathway. To any of your D&D fans out there, you will have noticed the name Underdark and probably what the characters look like so far. Wrong button. They are based off. A lot of the stuff is based off Wizard of the Coast, D&D Wizard of the Coast, don't see me. And a lot of stuff created. We have the Trident Prince, the Half-Orc Barbarian, and 2 Drow. This is not all the characters, as you can tell. There will be a few more. Here is something that is kind of awkward to mess with, but pretty useful. It basically just determines how the entire game itself will function. Without actual events, of course. I don't mess with this. And, well, it's all relatively boring, but I won't bore you with the details. If you want to know, I'll have some links down to how this works in the description. Anyway, love y'all, bye!